Hello and welcome to Witness. I'm Raggy Omar. Sangomas in the Zulu and Xhosa traditions are healers who gain their powers through ancestral spirits. Sangomas are believed to be able to treat physical, psychosomatic, and even psychic complaints. In South Africa, there are reportedly 300,000 practicing Sangomas, compared to a mere 23,000 Western medical doctors. The treatments generally start with predicting the future from scattered stones and often include drinking highly dubious potions. Despite this, the majority of South Africans prefer to go to these healers instead of hospitals. Sangomas have so much respect amongst the local population that the government has recently passed a bill to register Sangomas as medical practitioners. But with almost 6 million people infected with the HIV/AIDS virus, many South Africans now say the country needs more than a traditional spiritual approach to the epidemic, especially after some Sangomas claimed their potions could cure AIDS.
KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. This is the village of Vulemecho. Vulemecho in Zulu means to open your eyes. Michael Mhlongo acts as the eyes of the village to the spiritual world of healing. Mhlongo is a Sangoma and an Inyanga, a healer and a medicinal herbalist. He begins his day calling on his ancestors and spirits to empower him to heal the sick. Michael Mhlongo goes to the waiting hut to call for the first patient of the day, Musa Shezi. 8 out of every 10 South Africans will go to these doctors for traditional therapy. Musa does not tell the Sangoma his ailment. The spirits must tell the Sangoma the problem through these bones and stones. Mhlongo says Musa is concerned about his woman. The stones tell the Sangoma she's seeing her former boyfriend. This is not a monogamous society. Musa is also seeing a second girl. The news has hit Musa hard. Even though he's seeing another woman, he didn't always use condoms with his primary girlfriend.
Yeah. I have 2 girlfriends. I use condom if I go with one girlfriend, and then I didn't use condom with this one kid.
Musa now understands why his genitals are full of sores. He has probably become HIV positive. Because few South Africans are monogamous, millions are HIV positive. 1 in 4. Most do not live past 50 years.
This is a very serious thing. That's because many Zulus, they do not understand that there is AIDS.
Sangoma Mhlongo mixes herbs, roots, python fat, and cobra oils into a paste.
When you speak to the Zulu people, do you try to explain to them how not to get AIDS?
When I see people that suffering like AIDS, I teach him or her, he must have one lovely girl, and he must wearing a condom in order to protect many diseases.
Do they understand that?
Yes, but some of them are not listening. It's because they tell me that they love many girls. Some of them say that I cannot eat a sweet with covering pepper, you see? That's because the sweet is very suitable. They say that I cannot use a candle.
The potion's medicinal value has never been scientifically tested. Mhlongo claims the potions heal because they've been passed down from healer to healer.
Sour.
Before receiving the medicine, the Sangoma and Musa drive dangerous spirits away. Mhlongo tells Musa to rub the potion on his sores. His woman can use it as well.
Yes, I saw here. You have AIDS. You must go to town doctor.
I believe with Sangomas, yes. I can say that I believe with Sangoma, because Sangoma, they can see another things I cannot see with my natural eyes. Yes, Western doctors, they cannot see Sangomas. They can see.
Dr. Ken McDonald is the regional inspector in Ishawi. It is only 10 kilometers from the village of Vulamejo, but it's a world away. Dr. McDonald knows he has to win the trust of patients like Musa Shezi, because if Shezi does not get AIDS drugs, he will die very quickly. To win that trust, Ken McDonald needs the Sangoma's cooperation and referrals. Another reality. In South Africa, there are almost 300,000 traditional healers, but just 23,000 medical doctors. So Parliament has passed a bill calling for the legal recognition and registration of healers like Sangoma Michael Mhlongo.
I think it's just recognizing the reality that occurs on the ground. And I think that the intention of registering them to some extent is intended to control the kind of treatment options that they are using. And I think that is a good thing.
Patients have to wait hours in overcrowded waiting rooms to have a few impersonal moments with the doctor. When they come to the Sangoma, they have his full attention.
Whether you like it or not, the patients will consult with spiritual healers, the Nyanga or the Sangoma. And they will be incorporated into the health system in this country.
Enoch Mapanza actually works at the Ishawi hospital, but when he needs medical consultation, he turns to Sangoma Mhlongo. The Sangomas base their fee on the patient's ability to pay. The government wants to regulate the payment, but Sangomas warn it will disrupt their informal and effective system. Fikile Intule is next in line to see the Sangoma. Fikile's problem is that she's in love with a married man. Michael Mhlongo contends the first wife summoned a Togolosh, a dwarf with a large penis, to inhabit her body. The dwarf, the Sangoma says, is blinding Fikile's desired man from being attracted to her. She brings food. It's part of the bait to trick the Togolosh into leaving. Fikile is paying Michael Mhlongo almost $100, an enormous sum, to lure the Togolosh out of her body and end the spell. The Sangoma mixes crushed roots with crocodile oil to lure the Togolosh into a trap. The baiting process begins. Mhlongo tells Fikile that the first wife has hidden her husband's underwear. Fikile hopes this ceremony will unlock the underwear and his passion.
ngoba bebophile mvula ihliziyo yomkhwenyana.
Yeah.
They take the potion, the food, the lock, and key to an ant colony. The Togolosh should be following. Togolosh, this is your food, he says.
Yeah.
Togolosh ndodwa engakwazi na ukudla kwakho.
Hlukane na.
Hlukana nami. Inhlahla zami ayivimbela.
Sala lapha kuhlukane na.
Sala lapha kuhlukane nami. Idolobha uthengele ukudla kwakho sengikunike khona.
Hlukane na mangwaza ngizalwanga nawe.
She tells the Togolosh this is money to buy food here, so he will leave her home.
Yeah.
Fikile must cleanse the influence of the Togolosh from her body.
Njalo kubaba wamletha emhlabeni inkosi kanjalo wamlethela inhlahla thulumendo ngengiruza segaleni kwasamakhosi ngiruza kababa Joshua.
The Sangoma believes the Togolosh is very persistent. He cuts Fikile in various places as an added precaution to keep away a feared counterattack.
This black medicine I put in her body is very strong. Now the Togoloshe is out, must not come too near Fikile. Now her body is strong.
With the Togolosh expelled, Fikile now hopes her desired man will be attracted to her. As a final measure, Implongo gives Fikile love potion. Fikile carefully writes down all of the Sangoma's instructions on how to use love potion.
Yeah, okay.
She'll be coming back for a third and final checkup.
Yeah.
The Sangoma makes virtually no distinction between medical treatment and psychological therapy.
Join me after the break when we learn more about how Sangomas are seen in South African society.